everybody, it's Uncle Scott, and welcome back to the QwerkyReax channel. And today we're taking step 2 on the NF journey. I'm told that the next one to listen to is Mansion, which I believe is the same name as the album, right? Yeah. Here, I'll show you the screen. It's telling me it's the same name as the album, from the album Mansion. So we did intro before. I'm really sorry again about the sound quality on that one, guys. As I explained, the mic was covered. And I just didn't realize it till after I recorded, and I didn't want to give you guys, a fake reaction. I try to be real with you because that's how I'd want you to be with me. So I'm down to get into this and see where we're gonna go next with it. Everybody's like super excited about this whole journey, so I figured why not? All right, here we go. This is NF Mansion featuring Flurry. That's a guess. All right, here we go, guys.
Insidious is blind inception. What's reality with all these questions? Feels like I missed my alarm and slept in. Broken legs, but I chase perfection. These wounds are my blank expression. My mind is a home I'm trapped in, and it's lonely inside this mansion.
Really quickly, I know we're just starting here. We're not even 30 seconds in, but I love it when an artist is comfortable enough to let the featuring artist be the lead for the song, kind of. And do you know what I mean? I don't mean it's their song. It's obviously an NF song, and I'm assuming he's going to come in with some bars in a little bit. But I love how he's letting us start on this, featured artist sound and the loftiness of her voice and how it's kind of like ethereal. So we get to live in that for a little bit before I'm sure he's going to come in with some like speed and some, maybe abrasiveness to it. I don't know, but sorry. I just thought that was kind of cool. I'm digging that. I'm just going to pick it up right here.
Yo, my mind is a house with walls covered in lyrics. They're all over the place. The songs in the mirrors, written all over the floors, all over the chairs. And you get the uncut version of life when I go downstairs. That's where I write when I'm in a bad place and need to release and let out the version of NF you don't want to see. I put holes in the walls with both of my fists till they bleed. And you might get a glimpse of how I cope with all this anger in me. Physically abused, now that's the room that I don't want to be in. That picture ain't blurry at all, I just don't want to see it. And these walls ain't blank, I just think I don't want to see them. But why not? I'm in here, so I might as well read them. I gotta thank you for this anger that I carry around. Wish I could take a match and burn this whole room to the ground. Matter of fact, I think I'ma burn this room right now. Somehow this memory for some reason just won't go down. Put me in the corner. So
this is kind of crazy. That's crazy's not even the right word. Sorry. It's I like how he's putting it. How if you're trapped inside of something. And he's talking about his mind here, I'm thinking. I mean, I could be wrong. I'm sure you guys will tell me in the comments. But you've got to embrace it. As someone who writes a lot, as a creative person, I've done that before where I've been stuck inside a thought process that I can't get out of. And it's cyclical. It won't go away. It's like I'm on a merry-go-round of trauma. It just keeps, every time I come back around. Like, remember when you were a kid and you'd be on the merry-go-round and you'd wave at the person, like at your mom or your dad who brought you to the fair, and you say, you see me? You see me? Like every time you went around. And as a parent, you're probably sitting there going like, yes, I see you. I feel like that's how it is sometimes when you're someone who has trauma and you're also someone who is a creative person who uses that to expound upon to create your art. So I've been there before where it's kind of like, yeah, hey, trauma, do you see me? Yeah, hey, trauma, do you see me? Because I'm going around that trauma merry-go-round. And that's kind of what it sounds like he's saying. That like if you're going to be in there, and that's my whole point of this, if you're going to be in there, embrace it. Like you're not going to get the merry-go-round to stop. So you might as well get the horses to start working for you. And that seems to be what he's saying here, which is kind of dope. I really like the thought process on that. Yeah, I just thought that was kind of interesting. So that's why I stopped it.
Right now, somehow this memory for some reason just won't go down. Put me in the corner so you can see the fear in my eyes. door shut and lock the lyrics inside.
Insidious as blind inception.
But he didn't lock the lyrics inside.
All these questions, feels like I missed my alarm and slept in. Broken legs, but I chase perfection. These walls are my blank expression. My mind is a home I'm trapped in, and it's lonely inside this mansion. Inside this mansion.
Yo, my mind is a house with walls covered in pain. See, my problem is I don't fix things, I just try to repaint. Cover them up like it never happened. Say I wish I could change. Are you confused? Come upstairs and I'll show you what I mean. This one.
What a bar. What a bar. He's saying he doesn't fix things, he just covers them over with paint. Because he's talking about his mansion, right? Like his mind is a mansion. And then he says, you don't believe me? You don't believe me that that paint is there? Come upstairs with me. Let me show you that room that I have up here that I've been just covering and not actually fixing. And like, that's why so many people get into therapy, right? That's what therapy is. It's you deciding to basically renovate your mansion instead of just putting on another coat of paint. This is dope, guys. Like from a trauma perspective and from a how you deal with that stuff, whether you're creative or not. You know, I put things in the mind of a creative because that's where my brain goes. Obviously, it feels personal, but I mean, I feel like this is so relatable, isn't it? It's kind of dope.
Say I wish I could change. Are you confused? Come upstairs and I'll show you what I mean. This one's full of regrets, just keeps getting fuller it seems. Moment I walk into, it's the same moment that I wanna leave. I get sick to my stomach every time I look at these things, but it's hard to look past when this is the room where I sleep. I look around, one of the worst things I wrote on these walls was the moment I realized that I was losing my mom. And one of the first things I wrote was I wish I would've called, but I should just stop now. We ain't got enough room in this song. And I regret the fact that I struggle trying to find who I am, and I lie to myself and say I do the best that I can. Shrug it off like it ain't nothing, like it's out of my head, and get ticked off whenever I see it affecting my plans. And I regret watching these trust issues eat me alive, and at the rate I'm going, I'll probably still be there when I die. Congratulations, you'll always have a room in my mind. The question is, will I ever clean the walls off in time? Oof.
Insidious as blind inception. What's reality with all these questions? Feels like I missed my alarm and slept in.
Guys, wow. The part with him saying, you know, like one of the hardest parts for him was when he realized he was going to lose his mom, and like anybody, I'm sure, would feel that way. Like all of a sudden you're going to feel completely alone because, you know, in a healthy relationship and with how it is with most moms is no, they're your first ride or die. They're the first ones to be like, I got you unconditionally. I got you. And like to come to terms with the fact that they won't always be there. It's gotta be like, that's rough, bro. That's rough. And how he's talking about like handling all of this is really insane. And it sounds like there's a lot more to unpack here, which I guess is why there's so many videos in the journey. And is that what this is? Is the journey telling the arc of his like creative life, how he did what he's doing, or how he's going to get to where he's going, or how he got to where he's going? I'm so curious. You guys definitely have to like clue me in here, because this seems this is pretty powerful. It's really profound, you know, to put it in this context. I think maybe it's just speaking to me, but I guess I think this thing's been viewed like tens of millions of times, so I guess it speaks to a lot of people.
Missed my alarm and slept in. Broken legs, but I chase perfection. These walls are my blank expression. My mind is a home I'm trapped in, and it's lonely inside this mansion. Inside this mansion.
So this part of my house, no one's been in it for years. I built the safe room and I don't let no one in there. Cause if I do, there's a chance that they might disappear and not come back. And I admit, I am emotionally scared to let anyone inside, so I just leave my doors locked. You might get other doors to open up, but this door's not. Cause I don't want you to have the opportunity to hurt me, and I'll be the only person that I can blame when you desert me. I'm barricaded inside, so...
Okay, guys, I'm sorry. I'll try not to stop it again. But what he's just talking about there is why so many people have trouble meeting a partner, like someone that they can share their love and their emotions with, because of exactly what he just said. How there's this part in my house, in my head, that I keep shut. And I'm the only one who knows what's in there. And I can't risk showing it to you, my new partner, my new love interest, because if I do, there's a really good chance you'll leave. And I don't know about any of you, and I don't know about NF, but one of my biggest problems is I'm always worried that it could be weaponized against me. If I let someone into that room, if I tell someone completely what has happened or what's going on in my mind or how I truly feel deep down about something that's happened, that can I trust that person to never, when they get mad at me later, which inevitably happens in all relationships, right? Like family relationships that happens in. Can I trust that they'll never throw that back in my face or use it against me? Because I'm not willing to risk that. And I certainly haven't found anyone, or I haven't been in a relationship with someone that I felt that I could just be like, you know what? Here's all of it. I mean, I feel like that's what we all hope for, right? That's what you want in a partner, someone who is just like your mom, is the ride or die, is your new ride or die. It doesn't replace your parent. I'm not saying that, but is your person who says, yo, I got you. I know that you told me about all this stuff. And while I'll never understand it because I didn't experience it, I'll take it with me to my grave. And you'll know that you can always depend on me. That's who I try to be for people that I'm friends with and relationships with, my family. But that's part of my own issue, is that I can't express it to other people. I feel like that's exactly what he's saying here. Why is this song speaking to me so much today? Like, I swear I was in a good mood when I started. I mean, I still am, but this is heavy stuff. All right, let's jump back in. Man.
And I'll be the only person that I can blame when you desert me. I'm barricaded inside, so stop watching. I'm not coming to the door, so stop knocking. Stop knocking. I'm trapped here. Gotta keep saying I'm not locked. I chose this. I am lost in my own conscience. I know that shutting the world out ain't solving the problem, but I didn't build this house because I thought it would solve them. I built it because I thought that it was safer in there, but it's not. I'm not the only thing that's living in here. Fear came to my house years ago. I let him in. Maybe that's a problem, cause I've been dealing with this ever since. I thought that he would leave, but it's obvious he never did. He must have picked a room and got comfortable and settled in. Now I'm in a position it's either sit here and let him win, or put him back outside where it came from, but I never can. Cause in order to do that, I'd have to open the doors. Is that me or the fear talking? I don't know anymore.
What I just said. But I swear to God, I've never heard this song before. What I just said. That's crazy.
Inside this mansion.
Guys, how did that happen? I really hope that you guys believe me when I say I've never seen these things before, because this is like the third or fourth time where I've been reacting to something and I was like, oh, I wonder if they mean da 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 da, like halfway through the song, and then the next verse they say exactly what I was thinking or how it was led, and I realize it's because of their setup, but I don't ever want you guys to think that I'm like watching and then trying to seem, I don't know, I'm a lunatic. That was insane. He said exactly everything that I was trying to describe, only better, because he does what he does and I write movies and TV stuff. So that was awesome. This is really giving me a look too inside his creative process, into how he deals with things, which I'm guessing is what the journey is about. Again, you guys got to tell me, don't give too much away, because I am going to try to do the whole thing. But This is insane, and was really good. I really, really dug it. I'm excited to do the rest of the journey, guys. Thanks for tipping me off and telling me that I should take a look at it. After this one, and after the way I kind of identified with a lot of it, I'm really excited to see where we go here. This could be an interesting trek through the mind, through the mansions in our mind. All right, I'll stop. Thank you guys so much for joining me. You know I appreciate it, especially if you made it this far. Definitely let me know what you think of this song, and in the comments. And remember, there's much more to come. I got a recording with Tim coming up. I got another recording with Jackie coming up. So there's lots of things on the horizon, and I'm going to do some new and interesting things with them too. So stick around for the channel. You know I appreciate you. And remember, whatever you do, don't wait for life to be easy to be happy.